Oh yeah. Start by puzzle. Not sure.
Hello?
Oh, that works. Hello. Hello, Agape. I am testing stuff. I don't know why I'm live. I felt like it. The music is loud for me. There. Better? Maybe? Maybe better. Not sure. Let's see. This is fine. That's fine. This is fine. Documents. I'm just streaming for fun. But I don't know what I'm gonna do this stream. I haven't prepared. But I haven't made progress to my game since last stream. Last time I streamed this game. I have a background now, parallax scrolling, so that's progress. Game is a bit loud. Fine. Yeah, and also completely switch out the framework that I'm using.
Hello?
To a different one, but it's technically better now. Now I just need to do my creative vision here. Hello, One Planeto. Long time no see. So yeah, since last time I streamed this, there's smoke puffs or dust trails when you jump around and when you land from tall heights and boom. And then the bullet poofs. The poof effect. Poof. But the next big, and yeah, I have a particle system. The next big feature is I need to work on the editor more. Let's see, game. But I worked on particle system. Don't know if I show that. Wait, need to restart. Thank you. I did it myself. Animated it in what test? Oh, so this is my particle system, and I noticed that we have issues here. Where's the fireworks? So here's kind of like water sprinkle system. But I did fireworks. Where's the fireworks? Thank you, Oscar. I don't know. Wait, I don't think there was a background last time. No. So the background is new. And that's also made in a sprite. It's basically different layers. And this is my amateur art. I noticed that if you do more, like more details like this, like more and more, like even if you do slightly more detail, it becomes too distracting. Like here I have like a house in the distance on the hills. Oh, that's too distracting, I noticed. It like it needs to be abstract and simple in the background. But yeah, why doesn't the firework test work, I wonder? Oh, it's paused here. And then where do I play them? Here, play. Ooh, there's something wrong here, maybe. Yeah, there's something wrong. Oh yeah, I probably don't. Yeah. Mistakes were made here. I need to do timer plus equals delta time in the update thingamajig. And surely now, yay, fireworks. Yay. I need to use this in the game also. Right now I only use the particle system for like the pistol pickup. When it's pick-upable, there's a like glowing bright effect. But also the dust trail is also emitted with this particle system. But I need more later. That's so loud. Woo-woo. Oh yeah, I noticed that Fran went live a few minutes ago. How dare she? What? This is wrong. And then boo, boom, boom. Yeah. So basically, these dust trails are it's just one animated particle being emitted at the feet. There's not actually individual pixels poofing, but it's animated sprite poofing that I did here in here, for example. Poof. Very simple. Did it very quickly. But I need to be better at pixel artistry. And yeah, and here are the particles in on the pistol. But yeah, I wonder what I should implement now. Is my to do. There's nothing else small I can do now. Everything is big. Oh, maybe this boring thing. It's too boring. Maybe I don't do anything. Maybe I just work on the level. Technically, I need to update the level editor. I don't know if you've seen the Shrek level. Here's the Shrek level. But anyway, that shouldn't be there in the real world, in the real game. Technically, I don't want these lifts anymore. Remove. Also, what's the point of these platforms? I don't know. What is that emote? Shrek. That's the best, perfect emote for that level. Also, yeah. Ooh, I can just move this here. And put the exit. I don't need a button. Button. I haven't done any changes to level in years. I forgot how this works. How did I design this? Oh, like that. Yeah, no more weird elevators up here. And now you can go back. Oh. That shouldn't be parented to. Boom. And also this level shouldn't even be here, but whatever. I wanna move that down. That feels better. It's too loud. I can't. I haven't implemented a level changer or sound volume settings yet. Oh yeah, I did this. Grid script fork. Nah. Selection change. Hold mouse and empty space should create box. Yeah, maybe. Right now you need to hold shift to create this selection box. Maybe I should. I kind of want to implement double jump and dash. That's fun. Let's try it out. I don't like this anymore. Discard. Who cares? That's a good fix. I should commit that. Fixed fireworks on developer state. Yeah, like split fiction. But not only that, but other games have that. But yeah, it was on my to-do like since last summer. Like I always intended to have double jump and dash. But I will have two characters and they will have different abilities, movement abilities. So I'm not sure which character will have the double jump and dash. Maybe both of them. I don't care. We'll see. I will optimize for fun. Or I will design for fun. Okay. Boom, and then commit, push. And I will probably create a new branch because this might take a while. And maybe I want to switch back to and do something else before I'm done with this. So it will be a new branch. Double jump and dash. Ooh, yes. I need to implement a finite state machine for this, I think. Which I never done before. So I need to do research. But I did some drawing here. Like here. So depending on the state of the character, I can do certain movements. So while I'm grounded, I can move left and right. And I can jump from the grounded state. I can also jump from the movement state. And yeah, I can do a ground dash while grounded. And then when I'm jump, then I'm in the jump state. And when I'm in the jump state, I can only do air dash or double jump or fall. And while I'm falling, I cannot do a double jump. Yeah, something like this. I have no idea how to implement this. That's my idea. Damn. Time to Google, perhaps. It will be kind of like some like states, transitions and states and stuff like that. Indian. Teach me everything. What? Melee machine? What's... Okay. That means with the Effecticors. Yeah. I done that. What? Flip flop. What? Oh yeah. And you can think of this as input from a keyboard or a gamepad. Like the input or button presses. So certain buttons or certain input commands are valid depending on the current state. Or actually, it can also be contextual. Like depending on your current state, one button can do different things. Like, for example, you are, let's say, climbing a wall, then you might not be able to move left and right, but jump, do something. You jump off the wall, but if you're grounded and press jump, then you do a regular jump, stuff like that. But he's doing a sequence detector, which is not. Basically, he's gonna detect ones and zeros and stuff like that. That's not what I want to do. Okay. I don't think I care about this. But back to school. Okay, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't think this is what I need, but let's see. Oh, there's a lot of views. More. Epstein Island? What did you say? DFA. Double Fine Adventure. That was the code name of Broken Age. Mm. Oh. Oh no. The code name for Broken Age was Red, I think. And DFA was the name of the documentary series. True. I think mine is deterministic. Uh, hmm. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, how would I even implement that? Do I make, I guess it can be part of the engine and it can be like, uh, yeah. I don't know how good it will be, but it will be like a FSM, finite state machine. Finite state machine. And then maybe I can make other versions of this, like super classes, like deterministic, whatever he said. Deterministic state machine and whatever state machine. But for now, it will just be a finite state machine, mm, which has a list of states. Or hmm. Or does it only have? Yeah, it should have a list of states. But it also needs a current state. And then each state has a list of transitions. Something like that. But I need tea. Or I don't need it, but I want it. Public, no, it should be private, read only. So I don't know if it should be a linked list or. Mm. Basically, you can enter a state from different directions. So I don't think a linked list is correct. Because each node in a linked list only has a previous and a next state. I mean, yeah, node. State. Oops, that's not how you spell state. That's like Stargate almost. And state has a list of transitions. Oh yeah. Or does it? Transition. Transitions. And then the transition in turn has a previous state and a next state. But how will this all come together later? I have no idea. Maybe I should sign into GitHub so I get GitHub Copilot. I can get, because you can get free stuff. You can get free help from GitHub each month. I think you get some AI stuff. But I don't care right now. It shouldn't be a new state. What am I doing? It should be null. And then we can have conditions. Okay, my water is done. Water. Generate. I will create a new class which inherits this one. And put that on my player. But how will that work? So I press a button, I check the current state. What am I allowed to do in my current state? Which transitions are valid, but how do I pick what to do? My commands are in the game, they're not even part of the engine. My engine doesn't know about my game's different commands. which are enums. Could be integers. La 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 la. The heck is this? VHDL. Stop edging me, Professor. You lost me. Inputs. So I could use my input like values for this. Like if you press input 16, then this transition is valid. All right. A little bit. I mean, it worked, so that's good. But sometimes I will have states which will automatically transition to another state after a while. What do I do then? Is that like a also an input? Start this.
Hello?
Oh, yo, Nia. Uh, I'm at school here. What does that mean? Terminating state. Mm-hmm. Mine doesn't have a end. Does that mean it's non-deterministic? Because it will it can go back to, yeah, I don't draw that, but it can go back to this state again. Wait, what? Looks weird. Hey. Look at that. Boom! Oi. Go back there. So. So you can fall, and then you can land. When you land, you're back at the start state. You can call this the end state, the falling state. Hmm. Technically, I'm always falling though. Even when I'm standing, I'm always falling. How will I? That's strange. Whatever. This will not be audible in the VOD, I realize. The VOD will only hear music. Sigma. Mm-hmm. Yes. Final states. And then you need the current state is, right? What? A, B, C, D? B! No. Damn. Fuck you. C! Damn. So it can be a set of final states. Alright, that's interesting. Because I technically all of them could be finals. I don't think my diagram is good. Because technically you can stop. If there's no input, then you're done. Then you go back. No input is you go back to grounded or idle state. You go to C. You need to pan it more up. I can barely see the... I noticed that I have a song thing here. That's kind of covering stuff. But what is... So what's so special about D? D's nuts. It looks like your ordinary final, like it's an ordinary state. What? That's it? How to implement the finite state machine in C, which is not what I'm using, but oh, okay. Oh, I realized something. You can never go back. Technically, I implemented it wrong. Like, I had, like, a transition can go... It has a reference to the next step and the previous steps. Technically, transition should never know about the previous step. You can only go forward. Based on... This is set up. I don't know if I... Technically, why am I doing that? I should always do... Should always be like that. IMO, and it's read only. It can never be changed. It can never be modified. So this is a transition. But then I need input. How to handle inputs then? Let's go straight to the... Oh, Unity. That's not what I'm using, but... It... Ooh, now we're talking. This is my use case even. PogChamp. Today we're gonna focus. I will pause the music. Yep. 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 Hmm. Oh. Holy shit. I didn't even think about that. So is she? That's awesome. So you constantly update the current state. And yeah, that's awesome. So that's how you do it. That's how you can do that. That's how you solve that issue that I was thinking about before. So you can have like a enter. You can do stuff when you enter, and then update and what did she say? Exit or yeah, exit update, and I assume the update needs a game time thing. If I do physics stuff in here. Ba, 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 ba. And it can have multiple transitions. Depending on input, you can detect here. Wait, what? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I heard a cat. It's so easy just using Unity. I don't care. Base state. Wait, she's using mono develop. I haven't seen this in years. I thought everyone used Visual Studio Code now when they develop for Unity. This might be an old video though. Right. Mm. Oh yeah, she's telling this wrong. She's right about late update. Late updates are run late in the frame. Fixed update though is called every nth frame or a few fixed set of times per second. I think it's usually 60 per second or 30 per second or something. You can change that in the settings. Uh, she's explained this wrong. It's because update is run every frame and is frame rate dependent. So your physics will be tied to your frame rate. That's why you put physics simulation in the fixed update. Or consistent physics. Alright, sure. So she will create a move state and idle state, and she will inherit that from the base state. That's interesting. State name, California. Current state. Mm. I do remember. But yeah, so these so state. I don't like calling stuff base. It's a state. And then I can create new state in my game. So this is the engine side. And then in my game, I can create a jump state or an idle state, which inherits these. So should be virtual. Technically, it could be abstract. You have to implement them in the game. Yeah, this could be abstract. Abstract. Eh? Something like that. And then on the finite state machine, I have a list of states. Or should it only be current state? And it can be read only. State, start state. Current state. And I'm not sure about that. I don't need a list of states anymore. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. This could be virtual update. And it will update the current state. And it should be a void technically. It will never return. It will, well, it will return, but there's no need to return the thing. And yeah, it's good to do if current state is not null. She's leaking memory. But I guess it's... yeah, I don't like that. But maybe it's fine. Depends on how you use the change state thing. I don't think she will use it correctly, but I don't know. I'm very thorough or perfectionist when it comes to this, like memory allocations and stuff like that. But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. No one will notice. Mm. That's what I was gonna do. Oh, okay. That's good. I will not do this though. I think my way is better. Like you construct with a state, and then in my movement finite state machine, I will construct it with the idle state, and this should just work. But yeah, just different styles. Whoops. There's there. Oh yeah, you can use in Unity. You can do like this rich text or whatever they call it. You can use almost CSS style things or HTML style things. It's weird. Oh yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's interesting. She never modeled the transitions. Maybe I was overthinking things. Yeah. I was overthinking a little bit with list of states. Oops. And then in the states, I have a list of transitions. I was over engineering this. Can be much simpler like this. Uh, And then in my game, I can do. Can be called player movement. Player movement. Which inherits from. That. That's basically it. It will construct that with a start state. And now I can create idle and idle state. It could be an internal class that doesn't need to be public. Implement abstract class. So yeah, so now we have enter, exit, update. But I think my idle state needs a reference to the player. I don't know how she handles that. Ah! Ooh. So loud. I'm awake now. Oh wow. So she's storing actual movement variable here. And she has like movement logic here or something. I don't like that. But maybe that's actually good. Huh. I never thought about this. It's actually good, maybe. Because my player class is messy. Based. Wow. So it's a singleton in Unity. Wow. Hmm. So I can do that. But I suppose I should always, every time I call update, I can also input a command here. Um, a gameplay input command or whatever I call them. Yeah, gameplay input commands. I can call it input. What is this? Yeah, so I have none, Move left, move right, jump, shoot. So depending on these, quit game menu. Okay, so some of these are movement based. This is like these are game stuff. I can refactor that later. But yeah, if I have jump command here, I can call change state or whatever. I don't know why she has a reference to state machine there. Fascinating. Yeah. So she solved that issue. I like this. So yeah, these will be instanced when it's yeah constructed. So she switches between already allocated states. I suppose. So then yeah, it shouldn't leak memory. But yeah, I'm doing it slightly differently. Mm. Do, 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 do. So private can be read only. Idle, idle, and then we initialize it when we construct. It can be like I don't know, just new. Yeah, I don't have a constructor. Oof, oof. It needs to be input because my engine doesn't know about. What if I do that? Is that even valid? No. Int input. Ah, She has a reference to that because she has change state function here. Yeah, so she needs to call that function from another state. Mm, right. So the current state is exit, and then current state becomes state. Hello. This can't be read-only anymore. And then we do, what is it? Enter. So this shouldn't leak memory because it will go back, like it will never create a new state. It might actually be garbage collected though. No. It will, yeah. I will have a reference as long as this is alive and well. I will have the idle here. Damn. I usually never look at videos when I do stuff with my game. I do everything myself. I should do I should do research more often. You can get like good ideas when you see how someone else solved the same problem. Even though you don't do it exactly the same, you get some ideas. Where were I? Yeah. So I need a protected finite state machine. Ooh, it called it FSM automatically. FSM. FSM. And then in the play moment, we do a new this. Huh? Oh. This. Now there's no error. Yeah. Get initial state. What do you mean? No, I already solved that with this is the start state. So what is this then? Oh, okay. Oh, actually, the start state. Nine. This is the start state. I guess it makes sense to do it like she did it. Set, or actually I can just use change state. And that is null first, so we can do like this. Much better code. Not. Change state idle. Start state. Boom. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, that's weird. I don't like that. Um, but it's interesting that that's one of the reasons. So that is the reason she did that. Hmm. Nice. Actually, in this thing, it can be called. No, it can't be called. It has to be input because this. Actually, you can, I think, force it, but I don't care. Anyway, the input command. So if I want to move, so if int is 1 or 2, if this is 1 or 2, then I will move my thing. That's then come on. Happening. Fsum change state, and then I will use fsum. Well, right now I only have. Right now it's private function, private property. Get off my private property. I can make it like this. Idle, idle, idle. Idle, 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 idle. Do, 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 do. Eh? Oh yeah, I need to cast it like I guess like she did. What's wrong? Hmm? But I'm casting. Teach me. Oh, lol. I forgot how everything works. But I can do it like I usually do it like this. So if usually like uh, FSM is player movement, PFSM and then I can do PFSM idle. What's wrong now? Oh, it's what? This isn't unassigned. It could be null. Is that what you mean? No, it can't be null because it shouldn't even be inside here. I don't think I need game time anymore. We'll see. This this is how you do it. Oh, do you mean that FSM could be null? No. Oh, I'm stupid. She's referring to herself. What if I do change state? See, it works. So there's something when I do multiple ands here. Stupid. Now it works. What? Eh. I wanted to return kind of things. So technically I also need to create a moving the moving goes to if input is 0, no input, then we change to the idle. So from movement I can go when I'm moving I can go to idle or I can jump, which doesn't exist. And the input for that is I don't even know. Where is it? Here, 4. If it's jump, and this is none. So if it's no input, then we idle. If it's jump, we jump. Moving, 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 moving. Oh yeah. It'll be jumping or jumping or moving. It should be jumping, jumping. Jumping. Oops. And then from jumping, I cannot do much. I can air strafe, but that's later. Okay. Takes forever. So from moving, I can go to idle, I can go to jumping, and then from jumping, I cannot do anything. From moving, idle, jump. I said that, and then from idle, I can idle. No. Then I'm moving. I can also jump. If I'm moving left, oops, or moving right. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh. Yes, then it's moving. Now we're jumping. So this is nice. So now with these states, I can control like, so from jumping state, you can do a double jump or a dash. But when you're idling, you cannot do a double jump. You need to first do a regular jump. And then from double jumping state, I can, well, that's interesting. I can only do one dash. How do I keep track of that? But I can't, can I do jump dash jump? Oh, then it's complicated. Or can I only do jump jump dash or jump dash and then don't? I do either dash or a double jump. You can do both. That's tweaks I gotta figure out. But I kinda wanna play games also. Maybe. Continue on the LA Noir. Ugh. I need more tea.
Hold on a second. That's not a motorcycle. That's a crazy bus!
Bum, 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 bum. And basically on my player I can have a yeah, private read-only player movement. But we can call it player movement. And then I can start on this play movement. I just instead of if, like here I'm checking. Oh yeah, we have guard mode. We have like meta input movements, like enter guard mode, and then there's completely different. That's basically a maybe guard movement. That's a separate state machine. Or maybe like a developer movement. Here I'm calling the jump function. There's a lot of special code I have here though. Anyway, I wanna maybe place something, or maybe I'm done for now. It was a short stream. getting late. Is Fran done? Oh, I mean, can I raid her or something? Raid Fran till alle. Alright, it was a short stream. I'll be back tomorrow. No, I don't quote me. I don't know when I will be back. Will be back. Whenever that is. See you then. What? Hello, Ost. The command is working.